Well, good evening, wrestling fans, wherever you may be. Welcome to RWL Ladies Night. My name is Don Hickson, and joining me this evening in the booth, I have two guests. First, providing color analysis this evening, Snarl General Manager Hangman Tex Lynch, and beside him, the RWL Ladies Triple Crowner Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote.
Hey, don't you worry about a thing, Dandy Don. I've learned from two of the best, Wally Cardell and Johnny Bianco. Well, Miss Heathcote, I have never seen you smile quite that widely. What is going on with you, young lady?
I think you already know Tex. Yeah, Pats and I, along with Pam Parsons and Dione, the Titaness, took a little beating, but we are here tonight, with the Bell Council permanently broken up, so in my book anyway, it was worth it.
Well, it is a gas to have you both here. Please feel free to interject at any time. Our opening contest this evening will set Team Brooklyn, Brooklyn Von Brown and Josie Jane, up against the Disciples of Darkness, Drew Draven and Selena Sheik.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Josie Jane and the American hero, Brooklyn Von.
You know, Brooklyn Von Braun and I, we've come to what you might call a cordial relationship these days, and since the Disciples are part of the Sectarians now, it's no stretch to guess I'm team Brooklyn all the way.
Danielle, do you feel that the relationship is solid enough that we may one day see you, Brooklyn Von Brown, and patriotic Pam Parsons in a tag team trio?
I almost never say never, Dawn. Besides, I think American Powers has made more than our share of enemies these days, wouldn't you?
Now accompanied by their new sectarian master, Kaz Manson, Drew Draven, and Selena Sheik, the Disciples of Darkness, who are now almost certainly members of the ever-expanding Sectarians group, which now includes Valak's Court, and hanger-on members, outside members such as Jason Karloff and the like. Gotta admit, the Sectarians have certainly grown over the summer.
How about it? We finally break up the council, and now we've got these Sectarians everyone's gonna have to deal with.
Well, I guess the devil closes doors and opens windows too, Danielle.
All right, Josie Jane and Drew Draven starting us off in this opening contest as the bell rings. The ladies come center ring. Josie Jane immediately opening with a Hurricane Rana. Drew Draven, considerably stunned here, catches a chop to the chest into the corner, but quickly counters her way out of it. Oh, tilt-the-world beautiful Hurricane Rana from Drew Draven. Josie Jane whipped to the ropes. But look at this, beautiful fireman's carry from Josie Jane.
I can definitely see where the sect is going to be a problem for all of us down the road, just like the Bell Council was. And I don't know what's with Kaz Manson taking on 3 members of the Stronghold and winning that elimination tag at the Labor Day Supercard. Guys, I swear I was sick to my stomach.
Everybody was stunned by that. Wally Cardell was speechless. Damn, Johnny Bianco damn near had a nervous breakdown and I just about fell out my chair. What about you, Don?
Well, it's true we've seen Kaz Manson win some pretty incredible matches in the past. That was absolutely uncanny. Very well. Selena Sheik in on the tag. Josie Jane catches a forearm to the face and down she goes. Josie Jane with a hard shot to the chest. Selena Sheik, running clothesline, takes her down yet again. Josie Jane stepping out. In comes Brooklyn Von Brown, the American hero. And Brooklyn catches a Russian leg sweep from Selena Sheik. Selena rounds her up, misses with the kick, but Brooklyn Von Brown quick with the counter. Selena Sheik counters with a kick, fails to connect with the drop kick. Brooklyn whipped to the ropes, pancaked face first into the mat. Selena Sheik catches a clothesline, and Brooklyn Von Brown tagging in Josie Jane. This Canadian pairing, absolutely one of the best byproducts of the Riley Flash School of Wrestling.
Yes, Drew, we kid him a lot, but Riley Flash has produced some pretty good tag teams over the years.
Josie Jane whips Selena over, gathers her up into a sitting position. Now, look at this beautiful flipping slam. Absolutely beautiful. Josie Jane with a straight suplex. And in comes Brooklyn Von Brown again. Selena Sheik don't know if she's coming or going. Brooklyn whips her to the ropes. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Oh, tried for the neck breaker, but connects with a DDT instead. Selena Sheik possibly looking to tag her partner in pretty soon. Oh, slammed face first into the canvas. Brooklyn gathers up knee to the midsection, a couple of them, and a knee to the face. Running clothesline. Selena Sheik quickly back to her feet. Look at this right here. Into a submission, but too close to the ropes. Referee calling for the break almost at once. In comes Drew Draven on the tag as Brooklyn Von Brown collects herself, and Kaz Manson playing the cheering section here. Snapmare from Drew Draven on Brooklyn. Brooklyn Von Brown quickly getting herself back to her feet and delivers a hard shot to the gut, and a running clothesline. Out goes Drew Draven onto the floor. And in comes Josie Jane on the tag. Drew Draven disrespectfully slapped away. And a beautiful flipping slam one more time from Josie Jane. Josie countered by Drew Draven. Running forearm. Takes Josie down. Stops her momentum cold. Quick clothesline, and she's back in the game. Now Drew Draven with a snap suplex on Josie Jane, as these two ladies just absolutely going back and forth here. And again, Drew Draven torturing the head and neck area. Josie Jane is quickly going for cover one, and only one. Drew Draven tagging in Selena Sheik. Josie Jane slowly getting back to a standing position here. Snapmare from Josie Jane. Look at this. Whoa, my. Oh, look at that. Beautiful one. Beautiful slam there, and going for a cover one. Just a one count. Selena Sheik taking a brief moment to reset here. Immediately starts firing off shots. A beautiful kick, and down goes Josie Jane yet again. In comes Drew Draven. In comes Brooklyn Von Brown. Brooklyn up over the shoulders of Drew Draven. Slammed face first, pancaked into the mat. Draven with a beautiful spine buster. These sectarians going for cover here. One, two, only a two. These sectarians seem to have all the advantages lately. The Disciples of Darkness, not the only members of the sectarians we'll be seeing in action tonight, as we will be seeing Lilith Morella in singles competition a little later on. Look at this. Brooklyn Von Brown slams Drew Draven down to the canvas. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. One, two, but only a two. Look at this. Oh. Drew Draven sat up as if nothing had happened, but catches another kick that sends her down. Laid out. Brooklyn covered. One, two. Drew Draven again. Seems absolutely unfazed by Brooklyn Von Brown. Brooklyn whips her into the far corner. Drew Draven counters and escapes the corner. Whips Brooklyn into their own corner. Oh no, this is something is about to go amiss. Drew Draven takes Brooklyn for a superplex top rope ride. I'm pretty sure her spine just exploded on the impact. Sectarian is absolutely ruthless in competition. Brooklyn Von Brown signing to the crowd as if to demonstrate she is all right. Brown's drew up, shoves her halfway across towards the other side of the ring. As she re-enters the ring, and Drew Draven. Wait a second here. Brooklyn going out after what she's left behind. Oh, Brooklyn Von Brown gets countered. Drew Draven showing her the way back into the ring. As in comes Josie Jane on the tag. Josie with a whoa! That clothesline connected with some impact. Josie Jane gets countered. Drew Draven beginning to fire up the engines here. Beautiful kick to the side of the head. Josie Jane, and in comes Selena Sheik on the tag. Josie Jane tagged to beauty there by Drew Draven. As Selena Sheik catches an arm drag. Josie Jane running kick. Takes Selena Sheik down to the canvas. Josie covers 1, 2. Only a 2. Josie Jane. Look at this. Selena Sheik. Drop toe holding into a submission stretch. But Josie Jane managing to counter and escape. Once more, Selena Sheik taking Josie Jane down to the canvas. Into that single leg crab. Brooklyn Von Brown trying to make the rescue here, but no need. As Josie Jane makes the escape herself. Josie Jane whips Selena Sheik to the ropes, catches an arm drag. And Menziguri takes Josie Jane down to the mat. And these two sadistic sectarians, the Disciples of Darkness, displaying some definite advantages here. Josie Jane counters with a kick to the midsection. Beautiful drop kick. Josie Jane getting the crowd worked up here in London. Josie rounds up Selena Sheik. Selena Sheik counters her way out of the situation and whips Josie Jane into her team's corner. Oh no, not again. This time it's going to be Josie Jane taking that top rope superplex ride, and you're never quite the same again after that's happened to you. Apparently, Selena Sheik might have hurt herself on that one as well. No, she seems to be doing all right. Josie Jane counters with a chop. Selena counters. Gets pitched towards the barricades. Josie Jane just staring daggers. Selena Sheik. He could be taking actions here, but just choosing to stare. Whoa! Beautiful suplex. Rounds Selena up. Selena Sheik counters. Fails to connect with the dropkick. Josie Jane gathers her up one more time. Gets countered yet again. And gets taken down the hard way. Running forearm from Selena Sheik. Selena catching that fireman's carry again. Referee counting. Selena Sheik is pitched halfway across. Josie Jane making her way back inside. Taking herself right back out again, restarting the count. Encouraging the crowd here in London to cheer them on. Drop kick takes Selena Sheik down to the canvas yet again. Selena catches a hurricane rana on the outside. Oh, that had to hurt. Josie Jane escorted back into the ring. Selena Sheik following her in. Josie Jane counters. Selena counters. Up over the shoulders goes Josie Jane, and face first pancaked into the mat again. Out onto the floor goes a stunned Josie Jane. Selena Sheik returning to work on Josie Jane on the outside. Oh, head first into that hardwood floor. Josie Jane looking to be in some serious trouble here. Oh, slammed head first into that floor. Selena Sheik rolls Josie Jane back inside the ring. Feeling as though she's got this one won already. Josie Jane not looking too good at the moment. Josie Jane struggling to her feet, misses with the kick, though Selena Sheik catches a hurricane rana from Josie Jane. Josie Jane perhaps wisely tagging out. In comes Brooklyn Von Brown. Selena Sheik tries to make her way to her corner. In comes Drew Draven on the tag. Drew Draven and Brooklyn Von Brown both fail to connect with their moves, and it looks like Drew Draven might have actually hurt herself. Brooklyn Von Brown going to capitalize on this mistake. Drew Draven counters with a kick to the midsection. Drew Draven countered by Brooklyn Von Brown. Brooklyn slams her down, starts slamming her head into the canvas. Repeatedly slamming her head into the mat. Brooklyn Von Brown snatching the momentum away from the Disciples of Darkness here. Drew Draven closes in. Oh, look at this drop toe hold. And into that submission again. Brooklyn in pretty big trouble here. Brooklyn manages to escape the hold. Quickly back to her feet. Look at that beautiful gut wrench suplex. As Drew Draven decides she's had enough, in comes Selena Sheik as Brooklyn Von Brown works this crowd into a frenzy. Spine buster from Selena Sheik. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is going to be all she wrote. The Disciples of Darkness win this one by pinfall.
Here are your winners, the Disciples of Darkness.
Well, seems as though our first match tonight turns out to be something of an upset, with Drew Draven and Selena Sheik picking up the win over Team Brooklyn in a match that I'm sure everybody is not too happy about. I can see right now Danielle is not too happy. The look on your face says it all. All right, Will, that was a pretty impressive matchup, I got to admit. And it went back and forth quite a bit, and Team Brooklyn certainly did their very best, but it just wasn't enough somehow.
No, I suppose I'm not happy about the win, or the Sectarians, and their good luck streak. Sure hope Brooklyn is okay after that superplex.
Well, all right, that takes care of our card opener, and we'll be back with our very next match here on RWL Ladies Night right after the break, so please stay with us. Fans, as RWL Ladies Night continues its Ladies Legends Division competition, as Spanish Red is set to go one-on-one against the ninth wonder of the world, China.
Yeah, put my money on China for this match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico,
Spanish Red, one-time Glow Ladies alum, and one of the only women ever to use fire in a match around here. Man, well, she's probably going to give China a tough time. I hope she didn't bring her fire gag with her this evening.
I remember that. It's no wonder I'm not a fan.
and her opponent from Worcester, Massachusetts, China.
Former multi-time champion here, and just about every place else she's ever plied her trade, the ninth wonder of the world, nothing but raw power, and having crossed swords with her before, Spanish. Red is the one who's really in for a rough ride.
Yes, sir. Spanish Red and the ninth wonder of the world. And this is gonna be a good one. The bell rings, and here we go. China slams Spanish Red's head right to the canvas, misses with the kick. Spanish Red has her up on China, quickly counters into a drop kick. Spanish Red down on the canvas. Now China proceeding to go to work. And Spanish Red. Spanish Red. Looks like she's having some trouble here. A hard slap across the face from China. Up and over the top rope and out onto the floor goes Spanish Red as China begins to mount her attack on the outside. A forearm stuns Spanish Red. Spanish Red counters with an elbow. China counters with another forearm. Spanish Red counters with a hard shot to the chest. And oh, here we go. China slams Spanish Red's head to the floor. Now China escorting Spanish Red by the hair, head first into the apron. China misses with the drop kick. Spanish Red makes her way back inside. China with a backbreaker on Spanish Red. Spanish Red being stretched by the ninth wonder of the world. China with a flip over neck whip on Spanish Red. Spanish Red favoring that neck. China with the full support of this crowd. Spanish Red takes China down to the canvas. But China quickly counters with an elbow to the midsection, takes her down with a low drop kick. Now China with a running bulldog. Face first into the canvas goes Spanish Red. A leg drop. China. China. Whoa, what a shot. Took Spanish Red down the hard way. China now torquing the arm. But Spanish Red counters with an elbow and escapes the hold. China escorts Spanish Red to the ropes. Delivers a kick. Look at this, a surfboard stretch against the ropes. Spanish Red remains down. China going for a cover. One. And no good. China misses with the drop kick as Spanish Red quickly gets back to her feet. China counters with another forearm. Back Spanish Red off. Belly to belly suplex, and down goes Spanish Red one more time. China taking a moment to collect herself. And a hard leg drop from China to Spanish Red. Now another torturous surfboard stretch. Driving the knee into the back and stretching the arms and shoulders. Spanish Red trying to battle her way out of this. Manages to do so. Now Spanish Red. She's got China up. Powerbomb. What a powerbomb. Spanish Red getting very heated over here. China whips Spanish Red to the far corner. Misses with the knees. Spanish Red connects with a clothesline. China rebounds off the ropes into a back body drop. Spanish Red with a spine buster on the ninth wonder of the world. And admittedly, Spanish Red not doing badly for herself at the moment. China up over the shoulders, but China turns it into an inverted DDT. Takes herself all the way up to the top. Spanish Red quickly back to her feet, but whoa, my, look at this. Catches the crossbody and slams China down to the mat. You've got to be impressed with something like that. China with a forearm. The kick gets countered by Spanish Red. Once more, up over the shoulders goes China into a Samoan drop. China counters with a kick to the head. Spanish Red slowly getting back to her feet. China counters with a kick from behind. Look at this. Whoa, what a slam from China. Covers. 1, 2, 3. China wins this one by pinfall.
Here is your winner, China.
The ninth wonder of the world, sorting out Spanish Red in pretty short order, gets the dupe with the 3-count pinfall. The ninth wonder of the world, China, victorious here.
I've mixed it up with China a few times, and she's never gonna make it easy for her opponent, and she sure didn't take it light on Spanish Red, that's for sure. China goes to a well-deserved win.
You know, you look at it objectively and you got to face the fact that Spanish Red just did not have it tonight, not under any circumstances. Well-deserved win for China, absolutely.
Indeed, Spanish Red looking to be somewhat out of her element this evening against the ninth wonder of the world, China. who picks up a solid win in just a little bit over 5 minutes. Fans, don't go away because we've still got a whole lot more on tap. We've got Crystal Gabor, Lilith Morella, Ronda Rousey, and in the main event, Triple Crowner Patty Powers, all that and a lot more when RWL Wrestling returns in just a moment. Fans, if indeed ladies wrestling is your thing, we certainly have you covered here at Ladies Night this evening. Up next, Brenda Blair, facing the Sectarians Lilith Morella, formerly the wrestler known as Hana.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Brenda Blair.
Despite something of a mixed win-loss record, Brenda Blair is still extremely popular with RWL fans since she made her return earlier this year.
I just know, Brenda Blair and I will be standing in opposite corners of that ring someday. And I gotta admit, I'm kind of wondering what that's gonna be like.
Well, I don't know. I thought much like Brooklyn Von Brown, you might be into a collaborative sort of thing with Brenda Blair. But I guess we'll have to burn that bridge when we come to it.
I'll say it again, Tex. Never say never around here.
Well, there you go. That's a positive attitude. Meanwhile, we still have this entire mess with Lilith Morella, ex-Hana, and I'm telling you guys, obviously Hana would not do this voluntarily of her own accord. I still say that SOB Kevin Sullivan had something to do with that whole brainwashing thing.
Parts unknown. Lilith Morales.
The Sectarians certainly did apply the extra strength brainwashing soap on Hana to convert her into this Lilith Morella, the second incarnation of the leading lady of the sect who once dominated this group well over 10 years ago. That was Blaze Starr, a wrestler who was abducted by the sect at the time and also brainwashed into believing that they were this individual, this person, this Lilith Morella.
Tex, really now, how can the front office let these dangerous nutbags keep getting away with this kind of stuff? Anyone can see how unethical this is.
Yeah, and we'd do something about it tomorrow, Miss Danielle, except there's one problem. We don't have the one thing that we need the most. Proof that something's been done wrong.
As Hana, she proved a dangerous rule breaker. But now with the programming of the Sectarians and quite possibly of Kevin Sullivan, who knows what they've done to that mind to make it even more sadistic than it already was. Judging from the fan signs in the crowd, it's rather disturbing, but it seems like some of the Sectarians actually have some support amongst the fans.
I liked her better when she was the Hana you laughed at during every match.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but ain't nobody laughing now.
Geez, she gives me the creeps, and I know real creeps.
She certainly brings with her a disturbing presence. That notwithstanding, Brenda Blair, oh my, look at that. That is disturbing. Referee Matty Sierra rings the bell. And here we go, Lou Thez Press. Brenda Blair opening up immediately and pouncing on Lilith Morella like a wild animal. Delivering stomps to the hands. Lilith Morella. Brenda Blair with a blatant choke. All pretenses of politeness gone, as you like to say, Tex. Another Lou Thez Press, a series of hard right hands to the side of that head. Lilith Morella not faring too well here. The boogeyman on the outside, he could become a factor later. Look at this, Brenda Blair with a little bit of innovation here. Ties her up in a Windsor knot. And delivers a boot to the bum for good measure. And right back into that blatant choke, Brenda Blair not fooling around here in the slightest. Gathers Lilith Morella up again. Whipped into the ropes. And a spine buster with authority. Brenda Blair turns her over. Lilith Morella takes a hard shot to the back. Brenda Blair whips her into the far corner again. Oh my, knees to the chest. And Brenda covers. One. Just a one. Lilith Morella still in trouble here as Brenda Blair unrelentingly resumes her attack. Brenda Blair rounds her up. Oh my, look at this. Lilith Morella, with the evasion, delivers a series of wicked kicks. Whips Brenda Blair to the rope, ducks under. A drop toe hold takes Brenda Blair face first out of the canvas. As Lilith Morella covers. 1. Brenda Blair breaking the pin fairly quickly. Lilith Morella gets countered, a hard shot to the midsection from Brenda Blair, and Brenda Blair again whips Lilith Morella to the ropes. Whoa, my, what a knee to the head that was right there. And Brenda Blair in hot pursuit on the outside, but Lilith Morella, extremely aggressive with a series of wicked kicks, takes Brenda Blair down. Now Lilith Morella paying back the favor here on the outside, delivering those stomps to the hands. And certainly hurts a lot more on that wood floor than it would on the canvas. Brenda Blair guided back inside. Look at this off the top rope. Lilith Morella with an elbow drop to the back. And she is psyched. Another rolling elbow to Brenda Blair. Lilith Morella with Brenda Blair at a serious disadvantage. Lilith Morella makes her way up to the very top rope. Brenda Blair slowly getting to a standing position here. And the double axe handle finds this mark, and down goes Brenda Blair one more time. Whoa, Brenda Blair with a hard kick to the back from Lilith Morella. Lilith misses the stomp. Brenda Blair counters. Brenda Blair with a running clothesline. And another. And a third. Oh my, look at this. Lilith Morella caught up in the corner. Brenda Blair stalking her closely kicked to the midsection. And here we go. Oh, a throat chop that spun her around. Brenda Blair with a short series of kicks to the head. Lilith Morella is reeling. Whoa, what a slam. Brenda Blair goes for the cover. 1, 2. And again, Lilith Morella able to escape the pin. Now Brenda Blair really beginning to lose her temper. But Lilith Morella begins applying a series of sadistic, look at this. A little bit of showboating for the fans here in London. Brenda Blair delivers another wicked series of stomps to the face of Lilith Morella. As Boogeyman looks on. Brenda Blair rebounds off the ropes. Look at this. Whoa. Lilith Morella quickly back to her feet, delivers a clothesline, takes Brenda Blair down to the mat. And a series of hard right hands to the side of the head. An extremely painful spot, elbow drop to the chest. Now Brenda Blair rolls herself out onto the floor. Bad place to be with Lilith Morella up on the top rope, and another double axe handle on the outside. Takes Brenda Blair down. Brenda being escorted to the apron, head first into the apron, goes Brenda Blair. The Sectarians definitely been showing off tonight. Brenda Blair showing that she's still okay. Lilith Morella making her pay for mocking her. Lilith out on the apron, catches a forearm from Brenda Blair. Look at this. Woohoo! DDT right on the top of that crown. On the apron. Lilith Morella seems unfazed. The offense of Brenda Blair applying some serious offense of her own. Hard right hand takes Brenda Blair down. The referee continues his count. Hurricane Rana from Lilith Morella. Brenda Blair rounded up to her feet again and rolled back inside the ring. Referee Matty Sierra gets out of the way. Lilith Morella rolls her over, goes for the pin. 1, 2. No! Brenda Blair. Oh my, someone's getting a little bit frustrated. Lilith Morella rounds Brenda Blair up one more time here. Escorting her to the corner, who knows what for. Whoa, whoa, wait a minute now. Whoa, the lawn dart. The lawn dart. She just drove Brenda Blair's head straight into that turnbuckle. 3 count, this one is over. You could count to 1,000.
Oh no.
Well, it seems like she certainly remembers part of her past dishonor. That's the same move she used to sideline Beth Phoenix for 6 weeks. That just seems a little bit sketchy.
Up next, singles competition with former women's champion, multi-time champion Crystal Gabor, set to go one-on-one against the Guns Brothers associate Rossi Flowers.
Hey, Danielle, you've mixed it up with the both of them. Who do you like?
Hey, it's Tex with the hard questions. Let me think about that one a second or two.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Blue Bloods, from Palatka, Florida, Crystal Cheese.
I don't know. They both hit pretty hard, but I guess, despite all the furniture we've thrown at each other, I'm guessing Crystal is walking away with this win.
He certainly does have a lot of championship credentials. Former women's world champion, former women's international champion, former women's tag team champion. The only difference between you and her is that you're holding them all at the same time.
You know, it seems like the Guns Brothers are taking losing the TV tag titles in stride. Well, here's Ray Guns with Rossi Flowers, doing what he usually does like nothing ever happened.
And accompanied by El Jefe, Ray G, representing the Brotherhood from Yonkers, New York, Rossi Flores.
I've got mixed feelings about that one. I'm happy the Southern gentleman won, right? But, having dealt with some real monsters in my time here, the Guns Brothers don't seem quite as sinister as I used to believe. But I bet they're going to be in the championship ranks again before long.
Despite their suffering from the handicap of what I like to call semi-popularity, the Guns Brothers certainly do have a terrific work ethic, and they definitely can wrestle in a match.
That's true, they'd be serious fan favorites if they just clean up their act a little bit.
And I suppose El Jefe certainly has earned his loyalty points. As far as Rossi is concerned, he has stood by her thick and thin.
That's true, Dandy Don. We thought they were going to be a flash-in-the-pan thing 3 years ago, but look at them now.
Both our combatants looking pretty frosty this evening. This one's shaping up to be a real gem. Referee rings the bell. Crystal Gabor gets countered right away. Rossi has her up for the vertical suplex, but mumbo jumbo Crystal Gabor sneaks out from behind with a German suplex. Crystal Gabor, a 20-year veteran of RWL. Look at this. The significant other of American Supreme Matt Clark. And as we said, she has been champion a lot of times. Rossi Flowers gets her head slammed to the canvas. Crystal Gabor with a senton, rebound off the ropes. Crystal with a kick to the back. Ray Guns got to be a little bit concerned here. Look at this, a beautiful handstand leg drop from Crystal. Rossi Flowers not offering a great deal of offense here. Crystal takes herself up to the top, and away we go. Whoa! That would have been beautiful, but Rossi Flowers gets her knees up. And now delivers a hard right to the head of Crystal Gabor, who responds with it reverse Hurricane Rana. My goodness. Crystal Gabor definitely plays hard.
You're not kidding. Look at her go. She's had Rossi on the defensive from the start.
Counter an elbow tie-up. Crystal Gabor escorting Rossi Flowers to the ropes. Another hard Irish whip. Look at that. A handstand heel kick. And then a rebound off the ref, fails to connect with the senton. And Rossi Flowers fully prepared to take advantage of the mistake, but Crystal Gabor still fighting up. Whoa, my, what a slam right there. Crystal going for the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2. Rossi Flowers still far too fresh. Crystal Gabor returning to work immediately on a downed Rossi Flowers, but this arm stretch right here. Ray Guns hoping to rally Rossi Flowers back into this thing. Rossi with A couple of hard rights to the head. Gets free of the hold. Kick to the midsection, a chop, a kick. And look at this right here. Right in the middle of the ring. Has her up. Whoa, what a backbreaker. Oh, Rossi Flowers trying to snatch away the momentum here from Crystal Gabor. Engaged in a blatant choke right there. Whoa, tried a double boot stomp, but Crystal Gabor quickly out of the way. Rossi with another series of shots and kicks. Crystal whipped out onto the apron. Oh, here we go. Beats up the Bodran. Blows across the chest, a total of 10, which invariably leaves the opponent laid out on the floor. And this is no exception. There goes Crystal Gabor. Rossi right out after her. A rake to the back. And another. El Jefe Ray Guns clearly appreciating the beauty and art that is Rossi Flowers, at least in his mind. Rossi really taking advantage of Crystal here on the outside. Misses again with that double boot stomp. Crystal gets slammed hard onto the wood floor. Now Rossi gets caught up, pitched halfway across towards the barricades, near the far corner, on the outside. And Crystal Gabor showing off for the fans, letting them know, oh, what a DDT that was right there. Crystal Gabor regains control of the situation here, with Rossi on the mat and Crystal striking relentlessly. Ref trying to break the arm of Rossi Flowers here. Now Crystal, whoa, well, a little malfunction of the junction right there. Resumes her stomping the arm of Rossi. Tries it again, and I don't know exactly what Crystal Gabor is trying to do here. I'm not sure she knows what she's trying to do here. Instead goes for that double leg drop. Rossi counters, shoves her away. Misses with a left. They lock up, and Rossi head first into the canvas one more time. As Crystal Gabor resumes her assault on Rossi Flowers. Crystal gathers her up. Has her all the way up for the vertical suplex, but look at this. Rossi with a little bit of payback right here. Into a German suplex, same as Crystal done to her. Now Rossi, what a hard ride took Crystal Gabor down. She collapsed like a chopped down sequoia. What a kick to the head. Rossi Flowers covers. 1, 2, only a 2. That might have been the end of it if Crystal Gabor had not gotten that shoulder up. Rossi rounds Crystal up again. Crystal quick with the counter. Kick to the midsection and another quick DDT as Crystal covers again. 1, 2, no. Rossi Flowers gets the shoulder up just in the nick of time. Another devastating kick from Rossi Flowers. This match has seesawed back and forth significantly. Kick to the midsection from Crystal Gabor. Now Crystal dragging Rossi Flowers center ring. Here we go. Here it is. Everybody's favorite, the booty-popping moonsault. Whoa, Rossi Flowers escapes disaster right there. Crystal Gabor locks her up. Another snap suplex. And Rossi Flowers in some serious trouble. Crystal rebounds off the ropes. Basement dropkick to the side of the head. Crystal, whoa, knees to the head right there. Crystal covers. 1, 2, oh. You look at her face, she cannot believe it. Crystal Gabor, absolutely shocked. She thought that would be the end, but this might very well be a second booty-popping moonsault. This one connects, and that could very well be the end. Crystal Gabor covers. 1, 2, 3, and that wraps this one up. Crystal Gabor winning this one by pinfall.
Here is your winner, Crystal.
There you are, Crystal Gabor winning this one with a 3-count pinfall over Rossi Flowers in a short but intense matchup.
Usually, Rossi Flowers performs a lot better, she just didn't have it against Crystal tonight. It's like that sometimes, and I know, because I've had some off nights myself, and it's no fun picking yourself up off that canvas, after you've been pinned. One of the worst feelings in the world. But anyway, nice win for Crystal the Pistol.
Yeah, she had a couple of miscues, but she had Rossi Flowers on the rope so long it didn't make a difference.
And we'll be back with tonight's Ladies' Night main event right after the break.
And fans, in tonight's Ladies' Night main event, a non-title matchup between Legends Division star Ronda Rousey and my tag team partner and pal, Triple Crowner Patty Powers.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much. Remember 10 months ago, her and Ronda Rousey met for the Gulf Coast title and Patty Powers won, didn't she?
The former mixed martial arts star, well known for her hard-hitting style, this could prove a challenge for Triple Crowner Patty Powers.
Nothing but love for you, Dandy Don, but can't agree on that one. I'm pretty sure Patty Powers has Ronda Rousey's number by now.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey!
Yeah, that's what Ronda Rousey calls herself, the baddest woman on the planet, but I have a problem accepting that, as I happen to know a lot of other baddest women on the planet.
Tex, am I one of them?
Look at it like this. You and Patty Powers both have 3 championships each. Ronda Rousey doesn't have any. Now, what does that tell you?
Very nice of you to say so.
And here comes another lady who could lay claim to the title of baddest woman on the planet, and she is toting more than enough gold to prove the point. Here she is, Triple Crowner Patty Powers.
And representing the Union from Tampa, Florida, the Women's Gulf Coast Wrestling Champion, Patty Powers.
And hey, by the way, Danielle, congratulations. This week marks your very first year here with us as RWL, and you came in as Patty Powers' tag team partner.
Thanks. It's been a crazy year, more ups than downs, and a couple of rough patches, but I didn't ever think I was ever going to be where I am today, and I owe that to all you fans watching tonight. Thank you all so very much. You're all the best fans ever.
And big thumbs up to Patty Powers for competing this evening after being in that War Games match with the Bell Council.
Yeah, that's how it is, Don. When you got 3 championships, you work a lot. In fact, Danielle here is going to be defending the Women's International Championship at Snarl Saturday.
Against Angie Angel Guns. Yeah, I'm trying not to worry a lot about it before it happens. I think I'd rather just enjoy my time in here with you too.
Well, that's right kind of you to say, Danielle.
Seems we've got more than a handful of Ronda Rousey fans in here. Don't know if it's going to be a disadvantage to Patty Powers. There's the bell. Look at this. Whoa! Ronda Rousey opening up immediately on Patty Powers. Patty Powers counters with a shot to the midsection. Ronda Rousey counters and takes Patty Powers down to the canvas, delivering a series of hard right hands to the head. Follows it up with a stomp. Ronda Rousey very aggressive in the early goings here. Patty Powers shoves her away. Patty Powers in trouble here. Ronda Rousey with a Dragon Sleeper into a submission here, but Patty Powers, look at this, what a powerhouse. Slams her down to the canvas. Patty Powers shakes off the cobwebs, whips Ronda Rousey to the ropes. Whoa-ho, forearm to the head. Ronda Rousey gets the tables turned on her. Significant here side suplex from the women's Triple Crowner Patty Powers. Ronda Rousey with a kick to the midsection. Patty Powers shoves her into the ropes. Oh my, up and over. And onto the floor goes Patty. Patty quickly getting Ronda Rousey back into the ring. Doesn't want to spend a lot of time outside. Another side suplex. Ronda Rousey slams Patty Powers face down into the mat. Patty Powers charges into a collision right there. Now, an arm breaker, but a counter from Patty Powers. And whoa, did you see that? Oh my! Into a rib breaker. An amazingly powerful catch from Ronda Rousey. Patty Powers behind into a suplex. Now Patty Powers all the way up on the top rope. Ronda Rousey catches an elbow to the back. And a knee to the back. Patty Powers, having turned the tides here, wants to maintain control. Pitches Ronda Rousey halfway across the ring. And look at this. Patty Powers about to make a long distance call here, but whoa! Oh my. Patty Powers. Absolutely amazing there. Again, not wanting to spend a great deal of time outside the ring. Patty goes for a cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Patty Powers. Gonna have to try it again. Ronda Rousey responds with a kick, gets back to her feet. Rounds Patty Powers up. Patty Powers quick with the counter. Locks up Ronda Rousey. Another side suplex for Ronda Rousey. Patty Powers still in control of Ronda Rousey at the present time. Locks her up, collar and elbow, whips Ronda Rousey into the ropes. Ducks under. And a high hip toss from Patty Powers, who is psyched and charged and ready to do this. Here she comes, and whoa, through the ropes. Cross body out onto the outside. Ronda Rousey taking a great deal of punishment here from Patty Powers. Ronda counters with a kick to the head. Now Ronda Rousey trying to mount some offense, but so far it's just been a tennis match back and forth, a lot of countering. The referee's still counting. In goes Patty, and in comes Ronda. Hard right hand to the head. Ronda Rousey trying to regain control of this. Patty Powers on the mat, and a leg breaker. Now Ronda Rousey exploiting a downed Patty Powers here. Hard kick to the back. Ronda goes for a cover. 1, 2, only 2. Ronda Rousey still going to have to work just a little bit harder. Patty Powers, whoa, headbutt. Down went Ronda Rousey as Patty Powers stalks her. Look at this right here. Patty Powers gets countered by Ronda Rousey into an arm breaker. Ronda Rousey taunting Patty Powers here. They lock up. Patty Powers whipped to the ropes. Oh, and a wicked knee to the head. Judo style takedown. Ronda Rousey's MMA skills on display here. Patty Powers powering her way out. Couple of hard rights and the hold is released. Patty Powers again with a fast counter, collar and elbow kick to the midsection. What are we going to see? Whoa, flipped her over into a devastating slam. Ronda Rousey certainly, almost certainly out to lunch here. Patty Powers off the ropes. And whoa, there's the big splash cover. 1, 2, 3, and Patty Powers with the 3-count pinfall over Ronda Rousey.
Here is your winner, Patty Powers.
I never had a doubt in my mind Pats was going to do this. I think you're right, Tex. I think she's got Ronda Rousey pretty well figured out. But yeah, that's my partner right there.
Big Bad Amazonian Patty wraps this one up with that rebound splash off the ropes, and there was your 1, 2, 3 count, and you can just chop this one up. It was all over.
All right, we are just about out of time. Tex, Danielle, thank you very much for joining me this evening. Is there anything you'd like to say before we wrap this one up, Tex?
Yes, I do. Folks, be sure to be with us on Saturday night the 14th when RWL Snarl will be in Birmingham, England, and you ain't going to want to miss that. I'll be back with Johnny G. B. Bianco and Wally Cardell as usual. For all of us here at RWL, Hangman Tex Lynch saying thanks, good night, and see you next time.